Hey guys, I'm Amy and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with a here and a there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo, moo. You got a cold this morning? What's going on, Effingham? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Okay. Oh, yes. It is Effingham, you are correct. Hey guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. You have landed on a cow day. It's totally easy Tuesday, but today I decided to make some, it's all about you, Effingham. You're right, I should have done it with you next to me. Well, okay. Doesn't matter, we're gonna get right into it. All right, so if you're new to the channel, you should know I always have a co-host named, what's your name? Effingham. And Effingham today, it's all about cow stuff, just for Effingham. All right, so, and it's totally easy Tuesday, so I was like, that's perfect time because these are fairly easy projects. So first of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching my channel. I'm drinking my morning coffee, got up super early so I could do this, so I can get to work and get this uploaded. Okay. So if you don't know anything about this channel, you should know it's Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything in the Dollar Tree is $1.25. That's right. Thank you. Okay, so, which is really fun because it means like everything that I make, you can get the stuff from the Dollar Tree. However, I used something today that was sent to me by one of my besties, and then I redid something that was sent to me by one of my besties. So I think we should start with those. By the way, if you want to know about the uploads I do every week, all you can do is check the description box down below. Oh, and to let you guys know, this Thursday, it's going to be themed Thursday, but it's napkins. It's falling on the same day as the napkin challenge. So, one of them, super excited about. Did you guys love my wood challenge? Oh my gosh. I should, the fairy garden bench is everybody loved that. So thank you so much. I grew a whole bunch from that challenge. I love it when that happens. Anyway, all right, let's dive in. So Rita, my good friend Rita, sent me, I'm questioning myself. It was Rita, right? I'm almost positive it was Rita. Sent me a green cow. But right now, I'm going to insert the before picture. Now take a good look. Here's the before. He had polka dots. Okay, so I took his sweater and his hat and I colored them. And I gave it a cow print. I just think this is effing beef. Isn't that what we decided to name him, effing beef? And going up there next to Effingham, what do you think? You're like, are you in shock or something? Okay. Yes, effing beef looks a lot better, doesn't he? It was so sweet. Thank you, Rita, so much. And I think I said when I wrapped it, I think I'm gonna doll that up just a little bit. Okay, so there's effing beef. I redid his sweater. All right, and then I had another one so this is, I did do a craft with it, but then I used some parts that M&M sent me, these really adorable cow pieces with their tags. So I put the tags together, were separate, and I put them on with thumbtacks. I glued 2 thumbtacks together. And then I took a galvanized tin and I put cow stickers all over it, some greenery in here, and then made like stakes out of these little cow heads for here. So no, you're right. Cow heads should not be on sticks. They also shouldn't be on walls, Effingham. Okay, so there's that. All right. not taking you off the wall ever. So I really loved how this came out. I just did each one of them. They were really plain. I just did each of them slightly different. And then that's our brand. That's an R. I thought, I don't know. Okay. So those were just some fun things, cow, that I'd gotten from some besties to do and whatever. But now let me show you the actual crafts that I did that were Dollar Tree crafts. I mean, that was a craft. This one definitely is a craft. But yeah. Okay. So they have this sign, and I love this sign, and it says farm to table, and this was the easiest upscale ever. I took dowels and I stained them and I framed it, and it takes it to just a whole new place. It looks so different, and that's all I did. So that was like a super easy, totally easy Tuesday upscale. But they gave us such good bones. Like, it was so easy to do that. Then I have all this black galvanized and the metal ribbons and all these things, and I want to use them all, and I'm trying to think of ways. So I was doing the cow thing, so I decided to make a little sign. This is a magnet. So I didn't glue it down because I thought, well, heck, I could change that magnet if I ever want to. And so this is just a palette, one of the larger size palettes that they have. And I stained it with, I used a black and a brown acrylic paint, mixed them, and then added water to stain. The metal ribbon down the side, thumbtacks to glue down my piece of black galvanized tin that was a heart shaped. It was a black heart. Like, what am I going to use a black heart for? I'm sure I'll want one. But anyway, I cut one down just so I could get that piece of black to make this cute little sign that says, welcome to the homestead, natural, organic, fresh from the farm, open 7 days. So I thought that was, oh, you're right. I could hang it from your mouth. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Because he holds a sign. Anyway, this one was just super easy and just kind of fun. I was just trying to use my cow related things. So the magnet and the sign. Yeah, I was trying to do all cow. And then I made this one, which was, again, it's fairly simple. And this one's really cute. Okay, so I took one of the, do you like this one, Effingham? Yeah. I think it will go on your wall. Sure, why not? Okay, so this one was a galvanized cow, right? They have the chicken, the pig, and the cow galvanized. All right, so I took a frame. These were these had like a love sign in them with a foam heart and rose. It was from Valentine's. I take it all apart just so I can get the frame. And I did the same thing. I used my mix of that stuff on here. Anyway, and it just gave it, because this is like plastic wood. It's not real wood. It gives it sort of this cool, like aged look because there's some sort of varnish or something on the frame, I think. Anyway, and then I took chicken wire, stapled my chicken wire to the back of it, and then I hung my little, oh, I forgot. I took glass markers and sort of outlined my cow and just got kind of like random with the black marking and rubbed it and whatnot, just to give it a little bit more so it wasn't so staunch galvanized. And then wired him on with where he had been, his string had been from, and then cut that out of a piece of the farm pattern material that they have. And then the wood beads, these are the black wood beads. There's a package that has black, white, and pink in it. And so I put that all on there to give it a nice big beaded thing. And this one little, doesn't that look like a little ribbon? Like he's won, like, you know, some contest or something. And just put that on the side there just for an added little touch. So I really, this is my favorite. The other ones were just like, But this one is really cute. So, okay. All right, guys. So Effingham, that was all for you. I did all the, yeah, you know, I'm definitely going to put them on your wall. That farm wall, which is becoming huge. When I lived on a farm, I didn't have this much farm stuff up. It's all because of you, my bestie Effingham. All right. So I'm glad you liked your cow stuff. So that's it, you guys. Now you can watch how I made the rest of this. Totally Easy Tuesday. This is a totally easy video. So I hope you guys like those. Don't forget to come back on Thursday for my napkin challenge. I got to go to work. So I got to go put my work shirt on and out the door. I'm going to run. I should make a lunch too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Besties, make sure you comment down below. I do read all of your comments, you guys. My life is so busy. I work 9 to 10 hours a day and do 4 uploads every week. So the time to answer the comments, when I get a minute, I go through a video and answer. So I'm really sorry, but I do read them all, and I love to read your comments. So thank you guys so much. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Everybody have a great day, great week, great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Say goodbye, besties. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Woo, we'll see you back here on Thursday. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, give me a great big thumbs up if you liked it. I have this sign, which of course has a cow on it, and all I'm going to do is just do a little upscale to this, so not a whole bunch, it's a super cute sign. But I'm going to take some dowel and frame out the inner part here, and I might add some ribbon maybe to this. That ribbon's not good. I really want to use this, but I think it might be too bright for it. And maybe no ribbon. Anyway, definitely going to dowel this out because that will just pop it a whole bunch. And then that might just be all I do to it. Well, there you go. How simple is that? I don't even think I need a voiceover. So I just roughly measured my dowels and cut them with my hacksaw. And they saw really easily, by the way. And then took that, still had that brown and black sort of paint mixture, and so I doused them in that, wiped them down, and then it's like, what? Anyway, I got them stained. Oh, I did sand the ends just a little bit. So I just stained them up. I did now not a super dark stain because I really wanted them to be lighter than the dark brown on the sign. So this was perfect, and I had it left over from the other project. Anyway, and that was it. They dried, and then I just glued them on. Like, it couldn't have been any more simple. But yeah, but I think it did change this sign so much. Okay, well anyway, this sign is for Effingham, so I'm sure he likes it. And that was it. This project is complete. So simple. I have this little magnet with the cow on it. Welcome to the homestead, natural, organic, fresh from the farm in 7 days. All right, and this is a galvanized piece, but it's heart-shaped. Anyway, this will magnet to the galvanized piece, which I like. I don't see a huge use for a heart shape, a black heart shape. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm going to later regret this. But so I think I'm going to cut this sign down to a square size, just using my scissors. And then I'm going to decorate it up. I wonder if I can get no. Anyway, so I'm going to cut and square it up and then decorate this and make it just a cute, simple, easy little cow sign. You know, this stuff does cut with scissors. It's not super easy, but I don't have tin snips, so it works fine. And I just visually measured, or visually chose where to cut. So I had sort of a pretty even frame around the magnet of the galvanized. Anyway, it's easier if you had tin snips, I suppose. And then I was trying to trim it so it was more even. But when you trim it like that, you get these really cool metal curly cues. So that was good. I noted that for the future. And then obviously I'm going to take my little palette here, and this is initially where I made the stain. I'm not sure why this is so slow right now, you guys, but because you need to watch me pull that sticker off. Okay, so I do black and brown and a little bit of water and mix it up to make a good stain. See, I love that color because it's not black, it's not brown. It just gives you like a really good dark rich stain color. which is so, I know people stain all the time, but can I tell you how much easier it is to stain with acrylic paint? Because you don't have a stench, you don't have anything. It cleans up super easily because it's water-based, it's acrylic. So anyway, and you can make any color stain you want just by mixing colors and adding water. So, okay. So there's my lesson for the day. And then you can always go back over it and darken it if you want. I did do just a little bit of sanding on the edges, not anything that's even really noticeable. It was just to give it the slightly highlighted on the edge there, as you can see as I'm doing it, right? So fairly easy. And then after I finished this, I went ahead and started figuring out how I was going to put this all together. So at this point, I just grabbed the metal ribbon, and I thought, okay, it's a nice little touch on the side there, and these palettes make it super easy because you have the wood on the back to follow as a guide for getting it on there straight. I didn't glue this or anything. I honestly just bent it around, and then on the sides there's little protrusions of the design, and I just bent them over the back part, and it worked really well. Don't think it's ever coming off. I love this metal ribbon. I wish I could use more of it. This is another slow portion of this video. Why? I don't know. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, so after I get the metal ribbon on, I do that on both sides. Here, right there, I'm just like pinching it down around the wood on the back of that. It does look really pretty, doesn't it? I like the metal ribbon with like the stained wood like that. I think it's really pretty, very rich looking combo. Anyway, so I cut this side down, pinch it on there as well, all in non-fast mode apparently. I did not recognize that before I started doing my voiceover. Sorry guys. Alright, so then we're going to go back to the other side to put on that black galvanized piece. So, you know, at first I take hot glue. It doesn't really hold it. You'll see, like, it just doesn't really hold it because it's metal and the glue doesn't want to stick to the metal. So I had already decided, you can see I have 4 little thumbtacks sitting above it right there. And I had already decided that I was going to cut the ends off the thumbtacks and glue them on the corners. And so once I do this and I realized it's not going to stick, although it was sticking, but I was worried it wasn't going to stay. So I shouldn't say it didn't stick, it did stick. So after I did that, I was taking my thumbtacks and just cutting like the back, trying to cut the back of it off so I could just glue the thumbtack on the corner. And then I got kind of smart and decided, wait a second, I have wood here, which means I can technically put those thumbtacks into the wood. So eventually that is exactly what I did, and just placed them in a position where they were holding down the corners of my galvanized. So here I'm trying to cut it off. That doesn't work. And those, I need tin snips. I need to buy some tin snips for sure. Doing all these metal things doesn't work. So here's where I figure out, wait, I can go into the wood. So I go get a hammer, and I'm like, yeah, this makes way more sense. I know I'm going to hold down that metal piece onto the wood, and then it's going to hold my magnet without like falling off. Now I have to get more thumbtacks. So that's what I did. I just went into all 4 corners with that, and then placed my magnet on that piece of metal and considered, like, do I need to put anything else? But I think it was just like perfect the way it was. It's a cute little sign. I hope you guys like this. A little more tedious because of the snipping of the tin, but still came out really good. Anyway, all for Effingham. So I hope he likes this piece as well. But remember, you could change that magnet out with anything. So this would be like a great seasonal piece if you wanted to change out your magnets. It's very country looking, I know. You could also make something like this a little more modern too. Alright, so there we go. Let's put that magnet on and she should be done. There we are. Alright, I like this one. Hope you guys do too. See, ribbon, no ribbon, nope, no ribbon. Let's go to the next project. Friday. We're going to make some cow crafts for Effingham. So I've got one of the galvanized cows from the Dollar Tree. And this was I think it was Valentine's, obviously, and some chicken wire. And we're just going to make a really simple sign. And I might use like some bead to do a hanger. I'm not sure yet. And then probably some farmhouse ribbon or something on it. But let's just start and see where this goes. Alrighty, so I'm just going to take this apart, remove the insides of it. I did scrape that rose off just to save it, you know. And then used it as a measuring tool for the chicken wire, just to get me close to the right size that I needed to put in that frame. This chicken wire does cut really easy with scissors. And then, that's what I used. I said it wrong. Sorry, guys. I used the shoe polish, the black shoe polish, which is, it was like brown and black because you put it over the brown, and it does stick so well. It looks so good and so aged. I love that. Okay, and then I'm just going to start stapling in my chicken wire. I start on one side, get one side down, and then, but sorry, it moves the camera every time I staple. So I just staple it in and then go around afterwards and trim it. I feel like I'm getting much better at this chicken wire thing. First time was a huge fiasco. But now that I know how to do it. Alright, so staple it in and then just trim it on up. And the rest is fairly easy. This is the hardest part of this whole thing, was putting that chicken wire in there. But we got it in eventually. And then trim it off. And I just sort of like make sure that I'm sort of pushing the ends towards the center so that it's not rough on the backside when you touch it. The other thing you could do is literally glue a piece of jute twine all around the outside to seal those little rough bits. I did not do that, but in the future I could see doing that. If I put this to the front of the frame and then did that, it might be a cool, might look really cool. Might have to do that. Okay, so here's my cow. Take the string off. I take the label off. I tried to fill in those holes. In the end, obviously, you know, I didn't. They don't. If I had put maybe some scotch tape back there, some hot glue. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I in the end decided, never mind, I don't want to. I'm going to use it to hang it on my chicken wire. Then I take my black glass marker, is what I'm doing here, just to add some depth to my cow. And I'm just sort of outlining him a little bit, adding it in, and use my finger to rub it so that it like just leaves little bits of the black. You don't have to do this. I think it adds a lot to it. Actually, it gives the galvanized almost like a slight little aged look, I guess, is how I would say it. And then again, I'm just outlining it a little bit more so it pops it just a little bit more. And once I'm done with that, I believe I take some ribbon. I thought I was going to put it around his neck, but it made him look like a dog, so I didn't. And then I was trying to take a tag and put it on that one hole there. Anyway, in the end, all that goes away. And I just take some wire. I just undid some of the chicken wire, actually. And took a piece of wire and wired the cow on so he's just like hanging, which is the perfect way to do it, actually. And then after I get done with that, I'm like, alright, so there we go. Cow's on, not going to fall off, right? But I wanted to use this ribbon really badly in this project, I have to say. And I thought about using the magnet on this one, didn't. So I ended up cutting that little piece out and making just a little thing in the center of the cow, about farm fresh. And then took the beads, put a little glue on the end of your jute twine, right, to make it like a needle, and strung. There's 3 packages in the package. There's white, there's black, there's pink, and I used all of the black beads, except for there was like 3 of them that the hole didn't go all the way through. That happens. And then just tied it off. I measured so I'd have the same distance on each side where I tied it off. Took jute twine, the end of the jute twine where I strung it, and then just used that as how I tied it off on there. Worked really, really great. And then go back to the final thing is putting that ribbon on there and deciding like where I'm going to put it. In the end, I just put it on the one corner, and I'm really glad I did. I think it looks really cute. And yeah, so there you go. That's it. All I did on the ribbon was cut a piece and then cut it diagonally so that when I folded it over on the back, it would lay and not show through. You'll see, I think you'll see right there. And I measured a second one because I thought I was going to put it on 2 corners. I didn't end up. I'm glad I didn't. So see how I'm just laying it down and then hot gluing and pushing that over. There you go. So then I took that second piece that I had made that I decided not to put on. I just made like that little ribbon bow out of it. Used jute twine to pull it, tie it together, and that was it. Alright guys, this is a little bit different video for me, all this farm stuff, but I hope you liked it. I did it all for Effingham. So tell me down below which one is your favorite. I think this guy's going to win. And we'll see you next time on Bella's Bargains. Thanks so much for watching. Love you, besties. Don't forget that thumbs up and leave me a comment. Bye. Okay, so this is just a floral tin from my favorite place in the whole wide world. And it's sort of wonky. It's okay. It's not going to matter. And I have this material, so I want to line this. But before I do that, I'm going to cover this with farm-y things all over and Mod Podge over it. So this is just going to be random and fun.